on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another MLB 22 The Show Diamond Dynasty video. In today's video, we're going to go over how to buy and sell cards on the Diamond Dynasty marketplace. I know it can be confusing for some, and we usually drop this video each and every year to help you out. There's a lot of new players to this game mode. Last year was the first year Xbox users got the game, and of course it's been added to Nintendo Switch this year, so hopefully we can help you out. We'll be dropping videos all year, so if you're no money spent or you're looking to get your Diamond Dynasty team right, we're going to help you get the best free players. We're going to help you build your squad. We're going to help you make stubs. So enjoy the videos, and if you like this one, if it helps you out, do me a favor, help me out. Make sure you go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. And also, if you're new to this channel, it is my second channel. On my main one, we post a lot of Madden Ultimate Team content. Here on the second channel will be dedicated to Diamond Dynasty content. Click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well, so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it now. My camera angle and positioning is all set up for Madden content, so I apologize if the face cam gets in the way of things that I'm trying to show you, but I think we'll be good with this setup for this specific video. Other videos, I might have to change it around. But here we go. We're going to talk about the marketplace. So we're in our Diamond Dynasty menu. We're at the home screen. We want to go over to shop, which is all the way to the right. So you're going to hit R1 on your PlayStation. You hit, right bumper on Xbox, or you can just go backwards and hit L1 and it brings you back instead of going all the way to the right. So at the end of the day, you want to get to the shop section and you want to go to marketplace. This is the main hub where you can buy and sell cards, and that goes for players, equipment, sponsorships. There's a bunch of different things you can buy and sell. All of the rules are going to apply to these items. We're just going to focus on MLB players. And there's other ways that you can buy and sell cards. We'll show you those towards the end of the video. This is the main way. If you go into the marketplace, here are all the cards in the game. Whether they're super rare or super common, you can pretty much find every single card in the game, which is kind of cool, right? The other great thing about the marketplace in Diamond Dynasty is you can set the price for what you want to pay for a card. Now, it's up to somebody to sell it to you for that price, and it's not always guaranteed. But I think it's cool because you can set a price, you can walk away from your console, you can come back, and somebody might sell it to you at that price. Whereas like Madden Ultimate Team, you got to be active on the auction house trying to buy the card at the right price. And if you want to leave your house, obviously there's companion apps and whatnot, but at the end of the day, this does a lot of work for you, buying and selling while you're away from your console. So the first thing I want to point out while we're on this screen is that we are looking at MLB cards. And if we go back to the screen we were just looking at, remember there's equipment and perks, there's sponsorships. If you're in the MLB player section, you can hit R1 on PlayStation or right bumper on Xbox, and you can actually sort by equipment, sponsorships, stadiums, unlockables. So it goes through all of those things that were on this main menu, still within the MLB section or the MLB player section. Number two is that R2 or right trigger on Xbox, and you can go L2 as well to go backwards. This is going to sort through every single card in the game. So we're starting at the highest overalls, and as we move from page to page to page, the cards are going to get lower in overall. Now, there's a lot of cards to sort through. That's why there's a great sort option here. So if you hit square on PlayStation or X on Xbox, it's going to pull up a sort box. And you have two ways to sort, either by name. So if you're looking for a specific player, all you got to do is type in their name, either first or last name. And if it's a, multiple listings type thing, like you type in Smith, it's going to show you all of the players that have Smith in their name. The other option, and we're going to go back to it here, is filtering. And within the filter, there's a lot of different options to filter by. There's minimum and maximum price, minimum and maximum overall. There's position, so you can sort by each position. If I want to see all the left fielders in the game, I'll go to left fielders, I'll hit my search button, and boom, it's pulling up all the left fielders in the game. Same thing is going to work here. If I hit R2, it's going to sort through or go to the next page. Then you may have noticed the number of pages, shrunk by a lot. There's only 6 pages full of left fielders. As more cards get added into the game, these search results will get bigger, more cards will be added into the marketplace. As I said, you can see every single card within the game on the marketplace. And then there's also sorting by team. So if you want to see all of the Chicago White Sox players, boom, there you have it. This includes live series cards, special cards like Face of the Franchise, and a bunch of other things here. And we can see that within the sorts here. I hit the wrong button, my bad. So if you go down to series, there's live, rookie, breakout, veteran, all-star awards. These are all the different types of, we'll just call them like programs within MLB The Show. And there's no postseason cards in the game yet, but eventually we will get some. And that sort will give us postseason cards. Let me see if I can find one. We should have rookies, right? So here are all the rookie cards within the game. And these are kind of considered like flashbacks for all of you that maybe are new to Diamond Dynasty and have maybe only played like Madden Ultimate Team. So a lot of different ways to sort throughout cards. Now, let's go ahead and talk about buying cards first. Let's go down and we'll use Todd Helton as an example. I want to show you a card that we can't afford to purchase first, and then we'll buy a card that we have enough stubs for. So if we go down to Todd Helton and we hit X on PlayStation, A on Xbox, it's going to give us three options: buy, sell options, my active orders, or completed orders. This is where you can see orders that you have pending, and then completed orders obviously speaks for itself. We're going to go to buy, sell options. On this screen, we got a bunch of things going on, a lot of numbers. It might be confusing, but this is simply where you're either going to go to buy a specific card or sell a specific card. Now, it tells you the number of cards that you have owned of this type and the sellable. It is possible to own one of these cards, but it not be sellable. If you're a Madden player, think of it as an NCAT pack. There are a way to collect cards in this game, and we'll touch on, that kind of specific information on another video. But essentially, you can have a card that's not sellable, so you can own it, but you cannot sell it. If we wanted to buy this card, the cheapest, very cheapest one available right now is 41,849 stubs. So if we were willing to pay that much for that card, we can go to market options, again, X on PlayStation, A on Xbox, and we can say buy now at 41,849. Now it's going to tell us we're too broke, insufficient funds, we cannot afford this card, so now we got to try to get it for a little bit cheaper. And this is the beauty of the marketplace on Diamond Dynasty. We can actually set our own price. Now, if somebody's not willing to sell it to us at that price, then it is what it is. But if we wanted to pay under 41K for this card, we would go to buy again, but instead we would go to the middle option, which is create by order. And what I like to do is look for something that's kind of in the middle between the buy section and the sell section. So people are willing to pay 34,008 stubs for this card right now. So we want to kind of outbid them, and I'm getting that number from the sell section. And the cheapest one available is that one for 41,849. I would say if I wanted this card and I want to one-up the person that's trying to buy it at 34,008, I might put in 35,000. Now, again, I don't have enough stubs to make this purchase, but I want to show you for an example. Once you set your price or put in your price, you can hit R2 on PlayStation or right bumper on Xbox. That will get you to the done section. It puts in the number, and then you go to finalize order. Again, we don't have enough stubs to make this transaction, so it's going to tell us insufficient funds. So let's tab over and let's actually use our filters as well. So I'm a Cardinals fan. I'm a Nolan Arenado fan, but I'm a Cardinals fan because of Nolan Arenado right now. So let's try to buy a Cardinals player, and I probably could go buy Nolan right now. I think he's affordable. I think I have enough for him, but we're going to use our filters, and we're going to go buy Cardinals, and we're going to look at all of the Cardinals in the game. And so Nolan is a little bit out of my price range. I might be able to afford him. So let's try to use this as an example. We will have like literally no stubs afterwards, but as you can see, if we go to buy sell options, 28,500 stubs for him right now. I don't have enough for him, but the most somebody is willing to pay for him right now under the sellable section is 25,300 stubs. I got 26,226. So I'm going to try to one-up this person. I'm going to go to buy. Again, I can't afford it at 29K. I'm going to go to create by order, and I'm going to put in 26,150 stubs. So I have that amount of stubs in my inventory. That's how much, I'm a little bit above that. And that is going to top the first available, or the first number in the sellable section, which is the most somebody's willing to pay for it right now. I'm going to go to finalize order, and now my order is posted. And as you can see under the sellable section now, that card that's listed for 26,150, that is my purchase. Now, I'm gonna hope that somebody is going to sell me that card for that amount. If so, I'm going to get that card. If not, my subs just sit there. Stubs, I said subs. My stubs just sit there until either somebody sells it to me or I cancel the order. Now, orders do not cancel by themselves after a certain time period. You have to go in and cancel them. And if you want to do that, well, I can't do it because somebody just sold me the Nolan Arenado. I got my favorite player, Big W. Now, I'm broke, and that's okay because we'll be able to make stubs, but you just saw live in action how you can purchase a card for a set price. So I do want to back out and show you guys if we go right back into the Nolan Arenado and go right back into buy sell options. Now look, it says owned one, sellable one. So if I wanted to now sell this card, I would go over to sell, all right, and I would go to create sell order, and I could sell it. I'm sorry, let me go back here. I would go to sell. If I wanted to, I could sell it right now for 25,301 stubs. That's the most somebody is willing to pay for it right now. Now, remember, when I put in my order, I put it in for 26,150. Whoever sold me that card, they did the same thing. They went to sell, they saw my number there, 26,150, and they decided to click sell now and sell it to me. You can only sell it to the highest bidder. There's no there's not a lot of sniping going on in Diamond Dynasty, unfortunately. You can still flip cards, and that's a great way to make stubs, but there's not a ton of sniping that you can do. So I don't want to sell it, and I don't recommend really ever using this sell now option. I'm always going to set my price because you can pretty much 95% of the time get more stubs setting a sell order rather than just selling now right away. And this is also a great way how we make stubs for those impatient people who just like to click the sell now button all the time. So I'm going to go down to create sell order, okay? And now this is where I get to set my price. Now there is a 10% tax. So whatever I sell this card at, you know, unfortunately it's going to get taxed by 10%, but there's still a lot of room to make stubs. Now the cheapest one available to buy right now, if you look on your left, is 29,214. So we want to undercut that, but we want to sell it for more than the cheapest one in the sellable section, which is 25,301. So I'm going to see if I can sell this one for 28,999, and it tells you after tax, right, this is what you would get back. So I would get back 26,099 stubs. Remember, I paid about 26,150. So I would end up losing, what, 51 stubs if I sold it at this price. Now, I'm not really trying to make stubs off of it, but I want to use it as an example. I'm going to go ahead and click finalize order. My order has now been posted. And if you take a look at the buy section to the left, it now shows my card, the 28,999 one that I just listed. So now somebody else could go in to buy and click buy now and buy my card. Now you can buy your own card. It would be the dumbest thing to do in the world. So be careful if you're pressing buttons too fast, because I've done it. A lot of you have probably done it before. You're literally throwing stubs away because you're eating, you're giving 10% to Diamond Dynasty and you're buying your own card that you already own. But my point is here is that you can buy and sell directly from this menu, and you can use these numbers to your advantage to make stubs by buying low and selling high. A lot of undercutting can take place as well. You can see my card has already been undercut by 4 stubs. That happens a lot in this community. Don't let it discourage you. Cards, especially early in the year, will sell very, very fast. Now, let's go back to our, marketplace, and we're going to hit X again, and you can click on any player you want to see your completed and active orders. So I'm just going down, I'm selecting any player. It's going to give you the buy sell option, and then it's going to still have my active orders and completed orders. So if I go to active orders, there is the Nolan Arenado card for 28,999, and then here's a couple cards that I've put buy and sell orders on before I hit record on this video. These are cards that I've been trying to maybe flip to make a little bit of stubs here and there. We'll definitely have a flipping tutorial video out coming very, very soon. It's always the best way to make stubs in this game mode every single year. But if we take a look here, here are all of my active orders that are currently going on. These will not expire. I don't think there's any limit to how many you can have. They used to limit you to like 50 or 100 of them. Last year, you could put in a lot of orders. I mean, a lot, and there would never be a limit. So I don't know if there is one or not this year, but these are all your active orders. If I wanted to cancel the one that I had with Nolan Arenado, you can just simply select it. Are you sure you want to cancel it? I'm going to click yes, and boom. Now the Nolan Arenado's back in my possession. I'm no longer selling it. As far as buying orders, right? So I have 2 for the Miguel Rojas. Once you put a buy order in, it subtracts from your stub count. When you cancel an order that you have, pending or buying, the stubs will go back into your inventory. So notice right now I have 432 stubs. I have 2 buy orders on Miguel Rojas. If I cancel these and take a look at my stub count, it went back up. Now also, if one of these cards that I'm selling eventually sells, my stub count will increase. You can see your completed orders again by going over here to completed orders. Here are all the orders that I've purchased and sold. So you can see I've sold a bunch of like low overall cards. There's the Nolan Arenado that I bought. Here's a bunch of cards that I purchased as well. And we're just going to hit R1 to go to our next page. This completed orders pages will continue to populate and grow. So right now I have 2 pages worth of completed orders. I've been in the thousands. Like if you flip cards a ton, you're gonna have a ton of pages to sort through if you ever want to look back and see how much you purchase on a card. But you can basically see all of your transactions, buying and selling, that have completed by going to the completed orders section. One other way to get to it, remember this screen when we went to the marketplace that I showed you at the beginning of the video? Well, if you go all the way to the bottom right, my orders, and here it is again, active orders, completed orders. It's the same screen, the same thing that we just saw a moment ago, right? But it's just a different way to get to it. We can go to completed orders and we see all of our completed orders here. Now, another way that you can sell cards and buy cards, specifically if you're trying to get like a collection done, is if you go over to collect, and then you go to either my inventory or even collections. We'll just go to my inventory. It kind of gives us the same layout, right? Between players, equipment, perks, sponsorships, all that. So if we go to my MLB players, now you can sort through each individual team and you can view cards that you have and cards that you don't have, and you can buy and sell from here. So Cedric Mullins was like a pre-order card that I got, or like a card I got for logging in or playing in previous years. Notice that it says no sell on it. That means, guess what? You cannot sell it. If we tab over and go through the teams, because the game just came out and I haven't opened up any packs, a lot of these cards are dimmed out because I just simply do not have them. If we get all the way over to the Cardinals, you're going to see that Nolan Arenado is bright and looking nice, right? Because we have this card, we own it, and you can do different team collections within, you know, each individual MLB team. So it's a good idea to own all of the cards of your favorite team. And there's individual rewards. We'll do that in a different video. But if I now wanted to go buy Paul Goldschmidt, right, I can go to this card, and even though it's grayed out, if I hit X, I can view and market, okay? I can go to show shop. I'm going to skip that option and obviously cancel as well. But if I go to view and market, it's going to bring me back to that kind of similar market screen that we saw before. And guess what? Now we're right back into our active and completed orders or our buy sell options. And we're doing the same thing we did when we showed you with all of those examples. So we'll back up a couple places. If we wanted Tyler O'Neill, same thing, view and market. If we wanted to buy this card, we could go to our buy sell options. Obviously, we can't afford it. If I scroll down here and go to, you know, like a common card, and we'll select this one, we can buy this card. There's a bunch of people that are willing to pay 7, 6, and 5 stubs for it. So let's just go ahead and kind of overcut them. I could say buy now for 56 stubs, but why do that when I can put in a create buy order and I can put in, let's just say 10 stubs. Boom, finalize order. Now mine's at the top. Somebody's going to sell me this card for 10 stubs more than likely instead of paying 56. I know it doesn't seem like a big difference, but in the long run, if you want to get these collections done for specific teams, you want to definitely go that route because it's going to save you over the long run. Now, if somebody sells me that card, that one will kind of brighten up here within this, you know, collections menu or inventory menu. And if you have a card that you want to sell, like this Nolan Arenado, I can do the same thing. I can go to view and market. It's going to bring me to the same place. And now if I wanted to sell this card, I can go over to sell. I can create sell order, and I would have sell them for, you know, like 29K. And boom, same thing that I showed you before. In that case, obviously, I would lose out on 50 subs if you factor in the price that I bought it for. But it is just another way to buy and sell cards, either cards that you have or cards that you don't have. Going over to collections is very similar to my inventory, but if you were trying to do a live series collection, which there's a lot of, you know, reward cards factored into this, if we go to live series, there is a collection for every single team. And if we went back over to the Cardinals, right, you can see that if we collect all of the Cardinals, we get a 85 overall Lee Smith. We can hit triangle to view that card and all of his attributes and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we need all of the Cardinals to get that card. So if I needed to go and buy these individually, I would do the same thing here. I would go and then select a card. The only difference is within this screen, and it can get a little confusing, you have to click square or hit square and it's going to either auto select, which if you wanted to collect the card, which we don't even have it to do it, and that's for another topic, or again, we can go to view in marketplace, and boom, it's going to bring us to the same section. I can go to buy sell option, and right now there's one, the cheapest somebody, or the most somebody is willing to pay is 90 stubs. So let's overcut him and go to 93, and boom, now our 93 option is on there. If somebody sells it to us for 93 stubs, and notice that our stubs were deducted from our main count up there at 905 now. If somebody sells us at 93 stubs, then that card would appear within this team collection or set collection section. Same thing as my inventory. And again, if I really just want to go in and cancel that order, I can go to like my marketplace with Nolan and then select him and then go to my active orders, and then I can cancel these two cards that I put buy orders in. And again, notice my stub count's going to go back up. So I think we covered everything. I'm sorry the video probably went a little bit longer than I expected, but it can be confusing at times. And I think we showed you 3 different ways to buy and sell cards from 3 different screens. And now it's up to you to go get the flipping and build out these collections to get your team right. Many more videos coming throughout the year. Hopefully this one helped you guys out. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.